What's going on? Today we're going to take a look at a new piece of power equipment that I got today. The new TORO Power Max HD 828 OAE Snowblower. Man, that's a mouthful. Alright, so the snow season is right around the corner, so I'm super excited to unbox this snowblower. I do want to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by Toro and that they gave me this snowblower for review, but you guys know me. I like to keep it real and that won't change my opinion about it. So there are a couple of features that I want to go over about this snowblower today, so let's get at it. If we could all just take a minute and appreciate how awesome this thing looks, I feel like I just got a brand new cherry red Hummer. So now that I just busted this thing out of the crate, I just looked over the instruction manual and I see that there's a few nuts, bolts, and tension rods that I gotta put on, so I'm ready to do that. So when this snowblower comes, it comes a little compacted with the handlebars. Comes with these bolts right here. I'm gonna go ahead and attach them to each side of the handlebars. For the second part of my installation, I installed this tension rod right here. It simply went on the bottom with a cotter pin, and then on the top, I connected it with a cotter pin as well. Alright, so now the last part of the assembly is attaching this metal rod from the chute and attach it to the quick stick. After attaching the metal bar and I'm playing around with this new quick stick, this thing is awesome. It feels almost like buttery smooth, like it's a video game or something. I mean, the chute is turning so awesome. No more having to spin this, crank handle in the middle of the winter when I got snow blowing all over my face and on my hands. That's the worst. Do not pass go. Do not collect snow. I'll do it for you, master. Here's a look at the drive features. You can see that we have 6 speeds forward and 2 speeds back, along with the triggerless steering system. And how this works is the wheel automatically disengages to make it easier to turn. This is a new feature that I haven't personally tried, but I can't wait to try it out. So one of the first things I look for when I purchase a snowblower is the construction. And I'm taking a look over here. It has an all steel construction, and I read in the manual that this is heavy duty steel. And I could definitely tell, this stuff is not budging or moving at all. I mean, they even went to the point where they make the chute steel. I know that a lot of manufacturers have moved to using the steel chutes, and this is personally my first one that I'm going to be trying. A lot of people's concerns with using chutes is that the plastic ones were a little bit easier to maneuver, but as you guys saw earlier, this metal chute had a very easy time moving around. So the front line of every snowblowing system is a good auger system. I'm taking a look at this over here, and Toro says that this is made of super heavy duty metal, and I could see that they have a nice serrated blade edge to help break up that snow as it goes into the rotor. One unique feature about this auger system here is that it doesn't have any shear pins whatsoever, and how they were able to do that is during production they made the gears extra hard. I don't know about you guys, but there's nothing worse than when you're in the middle of a snow cleanup job and a shear pin breaks. Either A, you don't have one, or B, you gotta go back into the garage, take your gloves off, and actually insert a new one. I never tried a snowblower that doesn't have a shear pin system before, but I'm excited to get that first snowfall so I can try it out. Since this has a 21-inch intake height, I'm confident that if we get a heavy snowstorm, this thing is gonna plow right through it. Not to mention it has the commercial grade augers on it. I'm not even worried about it. These are 16-inch tires, and I gotta admit, I really like how they murdered it out with the black on black. They seem pretty knobby to me, so I don't think they're going to have any issues with the traction in the snow. So there's some specific features about a snowblower that you don't necessarily need, but they're good to have. And right now, I feel like I'm living the life of luxury. Because with this snowblower, it comes with an LED headlight over here. I don't know about you guys, but it seems like the snowstorm always comes at nighttime, and you got to get it cleared up before the morning rush in the morning. You don't want to have any commute issues while you're leaving for work. So this snow light is going to be super clutch at night when I'm trying to clean off snow. Alright, so I'm getting ready to start this thing, and I see in the manual that it's already pre-filled with oil in the crankcase. So I want to just double check the levels before I start it, just to make sure everything is good. Oh, would you look at that, right on the money. Sweet. The one thing I don't care for is the oil drain right above the tire. Like seriously, there's gotta be a better place to put that. Anyways, it's not that big of a deal because I could just use a formal funnel to mold around it so I could easily drain it out. This engine is a 252cc Toro Premium engine. I don't have any areas that I need to go over where I've already thrown snow, but I'm gonna be doing an in-depth review once I get a snowstorm to see how it handles going over areas that have piled up. Next, I'm gonna fill up the gas tank. I like to use 100% non-ethanol gas in all my small engines because I feel like it prevents gunking up in the engine and the carburetor. Alright, it's all come down to this. There's nothing better than starting a brand new, fresh engine. So one thing I really like is this startup guide right here. It tells you exactly what steps you need to do to start it up. So the first thing is to insert the key. And then second is press the primer 3 times. And then third is to engage the choke. And then fourth, let her rip. Alright, it's the moment of truth. Let's do this. I hope you found this review useful. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, my name's George and I'm obsessed with power equipment. I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I want to thank Toro for sending out this unit. If you guys love lawn care, power equipment, snow removal, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And with that, this is George from Princess Cuts. Peace.